Hello everyone, welcome to this series. In this series, we are going to talk about testing. So it's going to be testing in .NET series. And in this series, we explore the art of writing effective tests in .NET. From simple console application to complex web API. So we are taking you from the beginner concept to the advanced concept of testing in .NET. So if you are looking to master unit testing, integration testing, and best testing practice, then this video is for you. So we'll be looking at all the concepts of unit test, integration test, and some of the best practices that you need to use whenever you are writing testing. So we will start by discussing what is testing and why is it essential. So why is it that it's imperative whenever we are building application or whenever we are building a software application? Why is it that testing is something that we should focus on? So from there, we will dive into unit testing fundamentals before we will then advance to integration testing. So we will write some unit test and then we will move to integration test. And along the way, we will share some tip and adoption best practice to build a robust and maintainable code. So whenever you are building application or whenever you are starting up a code base, you need to have a best practice in place whenever you come to testing, so that whenever your code advance or whenever your application advance, you have a room for improvement. You have a way to write more tests and add more features or more functionalities into your application. So thank you for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the notification button and turn on the don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification button so that you don't miss any variable series. So some of the concepts that we are going to talk about is generally testing. So testing in ASP.NET Core, and this is going to be a series, so it's going to be a playlist where we will be uploading series of videos coming in so that you can start from the day one. This is the introduction, and then you move to the rest of the videos, which each one of them is focusing on a specific concept or a concept deep dive that you can use. So fundamental of unit testing is what we will be starting with. So we'll be looking at some concept of unit testing and why is it matter, why do we need to write it, and we will be getting started with SUnit. So this time around, we'll be looking at some of the tools that we need to use whenever we are writing a test. What are some of the tools or library or packages around .NET that we can use to do our testing? We will be looking at a word like assertion. So when we talk of assertion, what is it? And we'll be looking at some of the examples and best practice whenever we are writing testing or whenever we are doing anything assertion. So we'll also be looking at how we test object arrays and corrections in .NET. So how do we also test this and get an output? We'll be looking at all of them. We'll be looking at mocking tests. So how do we mock test? How do we simulate something? We want to project ourselves or we want to act in a certain scenario. We are going to do deep dive into all this concept in this series. We do some kind of unit test in web APIs. So how do we write a unit test for a specific functionality or test a certain component on your web API around .NET, ASP.NET Core? We'll also be looking at service integration. So there is difference between unit testing and integration test. We are going to look at all of them here in the channel. So if you are new, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for all the upcoming videos around testing. So by the end of this series, you are going to be a master when it comes to testing, because you are going to learn from the beginner concept. If you are new to .NET or if you are new to testing, this video is for you. We are picking up from the beginner concept to the advanced section. So you can then take your time, watch all the series and become pro when it comes to testing. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on .NET and Azure, and I'll see you in the upcoming video. So for now, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.